Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Saturday, August the 19th, 2023. I will be facilitating a reading for Scorpio for the month of September 2023. So currently, just going to recap some of the astrological movements happening in the sky. By the time September comes around, there'll be around 7 planetary bodies that are going or are in retrograde. So what does that mean? It means that all of the themes and the archetypes surrounding those planets that are in retrograde mean that they're going backwards, they're going to go underground, they're going to the underworld. It is encouraging you to go over things more slowly, taking your time, reflecting on the themes that these planets have ushered in for you while they were direct. And it's a time just to kind of go inside and kind of reflect how that planet affects you on a personal level. Okay, so some of the major planets that are retrograde at the time are Venus. She will be going direct on September the 3rd. So her going retrograde encourages us to look into how our relationships with money, if we have any blockages with money, also beauty, what it means to be beautiful, and agriculture, food, toxicity, eating healthy, being healthy, things like that. Okay, and also love. Venus is the planet of love, so what it means to love yourself, what it means to, and moving in a direction that can encourage you to love yourself, facing your demons, facing your shadow side, so that you can love other people. Okay, and your relationship with other people as well, your community and your family. Okay, and then we also have Mercury going retrograde on August the 23rd. I believe that's Wednesday of next week. So this encourages us to go over things with a fine-tooth comb, any new contracts, any new communications that will be coming in. It is not encouraged to sign any new contracts or documents, but astrology and tarot are not life sentences, or it shouldn't control your life that way. So if you do get a job offer, let's say, and you need to sign a contract, instead of saying, like, can I wait till Mercury retrograde is over? Perhaps you can get some advice, get a second opinion, get a second pair of eyes to look over that contract for you, make sure everything is good in your books. Starting new relationships during retrograde times with both Venus and Mercury are usually discouraged by a lot of astrologers and tarot readers. But if you just take your time. Maybe you don't need to jump into anything right away. If you meet someone, take time to get to know them. No need to rush into things. If it's meant to be, then taking the extra time should be not a problem, right? Sorry, just kind of, okay. All right, so let's see what the universe has in mind for Scorpio for the month of September 2023. What kind of gods, goddesses, archetypes, and different forms of consciousness will be surrounding Scorpio, please, universe, for the month of September 2023. Okay, so September is the month of 9. So I'm going to shuffle it 9 times. All right, 9. The King of Cups. So the King of Cups here, he is a king that is a water sign, just like you. And he is sitting here in the choppy waters, but he's doing okay. His emotions are under control. And he leads with his heart. He's a very intuitive king. So perhaps this is you, Scorpio, my dear. And he is, despite what kind of turbulence is happening in his external world, he is at peace and he is calm and in charge of his emotions. So perhaps things happening in your world in September might be a little bit choppy in the external, but you have it under control. Use your intuition as well. He's a psychic king too. So try to tap into your emotional side. Try to tap into your heart. Try to lead with your heart and think with your heart and your intuition and your psychic abilities. And know that your reaction is your responsibility to certain situations that are happening outside of in your environment. Okay, so we'll get more cards, but this is the first card. So this is nice to see that you're not letting your external environment affect your peace. So since that's a court card, I will be shuffling this 3 times. I'm just going to close the window because they're going to start cutting the grass or something here. All right. Here we go. So after the King of Cups here, let me see. The 7 of Cups. So another cup card. The 7 of Cups can mean distractions, and we have a lot of those going on right now. Trump is being indicted for a 4th time. We have fires going on everywhere in the world. We have the BRICS summit coming up on the 23rd, which is when Mercury goes retrograde too. There are a lot of stuff happening, and so you want to make sure that if those things are affecting your emotional state, and you know the waters are turbulent in the society, or anything that's coming out of the news is creating chaos and discord for other people, make sure that you are centering yourself in your heart and making sure that you know how to react. These can also mean that you have some choices coming up. The 7 of Cups can at times be considered that you're being spoiled for choice. So we'll see with the clarifying cards as to what this is talking about here, but this could be different things affecting your emotions in your external world. Try not to become too distracted. Stay focused on what your goals are and what you're trying to do in your life. But as you see here, there are also, different things in each cup, okay? So some are good and some are bad. So we have beauty, the unknown. We have the serpent here, so that can be considered knowledge, right? Or that could be considered something negative, depending on your perspective. We also have a castle here, jewels, power with the wreath, like the laurel crown, and, monsters. So make sure you are determining and analyzing things that you put your focus to make sure you are getting reciprocated with some energy that is at least at equal par, if not vibrating at a higher frequency. You want to make sure that you're spending your focus on things that are going to bring you abundance, that bring you joy, and be in alignment with your values, and not something that is going to pull you down into the fear vibration. So, if the news is something that you watch, you might want to turn it off and focus on things that bring you joy. Focus on things that you can transmute any negative energies, any negative emotions. So emotions are not bad and not good. They are there to tell us things about our states and what we need from a subconscious level, right? So being angry or being sad is not necessarily bad. Try to determine what those emotions are trying to tell you, and you can transmute those emotions into something that is more creative and more productive, right? So sometimes when you are upset or angry, going to work out can give you a lot of motivation and a lot of energy, or like doing some sort of artwork or writing some sort of music or playing a musical instrument, going for a run, going to help someone in your community. See how you can transmute your emotions from what and that is being instigated from things that are happening in your external world, and how you can transmute them and to make you a stronger person, and how you can use it to your own advantages. But be mindful of what you are focusing your attention on, because it affects you. Even if you're sleeping with the news on, my mother, she sleeps with CNN on all night, and that can really affect you on a subconscious level when you are having fear porn funneled into your subconscious for 8 hours a night, right? And she has it on like throughout the day as well in the background. So you can imagine what that kind of has on your emotional states, right? Okay, 7. I don't think they're cutting the grass anymore. I'm going to open the window again. The 8 of Cups. So all cups so far. And so this is about your emotions. This is about your ability to tap into your emotions and listen to your emotions and transmute them, right? So these are watery cards. So having the ability to train your focus and to pick things that are in your highest good. So we're moving from the 7 of Cups here to the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is about leaving things that no longer serve you. He is walking towards the 9 of Cups, which is about being in spiritual fulfillment, being in basking in the energy of love and joy and being content. So that's where he's walking towards, okay? Being fulfilled on multiple levels. So here, he has determined during the 7 of Pentacles what is working for him and what is not working for him, what he's going to, what he's able to utilize into his own best interest, and anything like people, circumstances, media, things that you focus on, he's leaving behind in order to make room for things that can bring him joy and bring him fulfillment. So leaving things that are no longer serving you. Okay. We also have here an eclipse. We are going to be having some eclipses in October. So perhaps that you'll be starting to feel a little bit of that by the end of September. Okay, but this is definitely telling you to train your focus and to choose intentionally where you put your focus, and so that your external world is not affecting your emotional stability, your emotional you have to tap into your heart, lead with your heart. If something doesn't feel right, then walk away from it. Okay. This might be also an intuitive time. Perhaps some of your psychic abilities, your dreams are being more pronounced as well. So if that is the case, you might want to start with a dream journal. It's sometimes people forget their dreams right away. So what you want to do is when you wake up in the morning, don't move, don't open your eyes, try to remember your dream and then write it down, and then start thinking, seeing if there's any patterns or any themes that your dream or your subconscious is trying to tell you. Okay. King of Cups, please. The Empress. Okay, so this could be love coming in. I'm going to close that. I'm sorry. Okay, whoops. All right. So this could be someone, love coming in. The Empress, I believe, is Virgo. So maybe someone coming in for you that is a Virgo. But this is also saying that you are being very creative and you're very fertile with ideas that you might be having, stepping into the power of manifesting. On a normal Rider-Waite deck, this is the Game of Thrones deck. So on a normal Rider-Waite deck, she has a scepter in her hand and she can manifest and anything to existence. And she is surrounding herself like with wheat, so she can manifest wheat, sustenance, flowing rivers. So anything that you need in order to survive and thrive, she can manifest. So being in a state where you cannot easily manifest things when you are in a state of fear. Fear is a low vibrational emotion and it inhibits your ability to vibrate at a higher frequency, that you can start attracting things into your life like a magnet. So abundance, happiness, luck are all higher vibrational states. Okay. And when you are vibrating at that higher frequency, utilizing gratefulness as well, and coming from a place of love, things are more attracted to you and you have the ability to attract things a lot more easily. So stepping into the power of the King of Cups with the Empress, coming from an emotional state of stability and not allowing things to affect you and your decision making, and you're not at a low vibrational fear frequency, then you are going to be able to step into the Empress vibe. This is also indicating that you are probably very attractive at this time. You don't have to be female. This is not gender specific. This is just the energy of the Empress. Okay. Yeah, so any sort of projects as well, or new relationships that you're going to start, if they are feeling good to you and they do not distract you from things that you are currently working on, then I would definitely follow your heart. Okay. Seven of Cups. The Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords indicates that something in your life is dead, done, and over with. Okay, so we have here, this is a trader's grave site. On a normal Rider-Waite deck, there is a gentleman that is stabbed in the back with these 10 swords, and he's dead. And he also, while he's laying down, he has the symbol of like a blessing that the Hierophant has in his card. So, but any sort of, yeah, so this is a swords card. This is about mental capacities, thoughts. So along with your emotions, things, make sure that you, any way that you speak, because speaking is spelling and spells create a reality, you want to make sure that things that are not serving you, like certain ways of talking to yourself, so if you talk to yourself negatively, your cells actually can hear you. If you call yourself stupid, if you call yourself unattractive, if you say that you are unlucky all the time, that nothing ever good happens to you, this will manifest itself even more. You will bring more of that energy into your life. So trying to analyze how you are navigating yourself and what you're choosing to focus on. But with the King of Cups here also, it's not just his external world that affects his emotions, it is also his internal world and his internal talk. So the way that you talk to yourself and the way that you talk to others, it really affects your reality as well. Okay, because if you're always in a victim mentality, always blaming other people for things that are happening in your life, you are just vibrating in a low frequency and not taking responsibility for your own actions. You're responsible. Things happen to everybody. You are responsible for how you react to things. Okay. So keeping that in mind, you are also responsible to how you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself. And so if you're focusing on fear, if you're focusing on blaming other people, or if you're focusing on gratitude and how you can choose to react and how you can affect your own reality and the reality of others, is a lot more empowering, and it will bring in more of that. So old ways of thinking and old ways that are not one of the good things here that can bring you more joy, we are getting rid of. We are walking away from negative self-talk, and you start talking to yourself every morning in a positive way. You're setting your day up for success, and you're going to start to believe those things. Repetition creates reality. Okay. Eight of Cups, please. So we are definitely leaving old things that are not serving us. Perhaps too, there was a relationship that didn't work out, but you will be spoiled for choice now. Perhaps there'll be multiple suitors coming in for you. Okay. Did I do that 8 times? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. The Emperor. Okay. So now we have divine counterparts. We have the Emperor and we have the Empress. So this can definitely be love coming in. You're going to find your divine counterpart. Okay, and yeah, you are leaving. Something is dead, done, and over with. Okay, something is dead, done, and over with. And you are walking away from that situation that was giving you emotional turmoil, walking towards the Emperor. So if this is love, you are maybe finding someone that is your divine counterpart. But if this is something different, then you are stepping into the power, right? You are embodying both the Empress and the Emperor. You are what's the word? Wow. My cat caught my tongue. You are embodiment in having into balance both the feminine and the masculine of your personality. We all have that. The Emperor he takes the initiative. He gets what he wants, and he's always ready for a battle. So being in an emotional state of stasis, knowing how to regulate your emotions in the external environment, and knowing when to fight. He always has his armor on under his cloak. He's always ready to go. He takes what he wants, and he's a fighter. So this is very powerful. So making sure that you are focusing on things that are in alignment with where you want to go in life, not letting the external world affect you and bring you down to a low vibrational level, and you'll be able to be fertile. Perhaps this might even be a fertile time for some women in the reading. But this is also being fertile, so you can create your own reality, fertile with ideas and different opportunities that might be coming up, and taking seize of these opportunities and seeing what you want, and taking it. Okay, walking away from things that no longer serve you, so that you may be the Emperor in your life. The Emperor is also an Aries card, so this could also be walking away from someone that is perhaps a Virgo, and perhaps the new person could be an Aries as well, walking towards Aries. Being headstrong, being confident. Let go of things that do not support you in your confidence and your self-worth. Okay? Very powerful reading. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please think about subscribing to my channel and also liking the video so that I can get boosted into the algorithm. That being said, have a wonderful September, and I will see you later. Bye.